Hey y'all, so I feel like it's been a long time since I've done an actual like detailed makeup look, so I'm pretty sure this is what this is going to turn out to be. Hopefully it's not too long, but we'll just have to see. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and I'm using the CoverFX blurring primer. You don't have to use everything that I use, just whatever works for you. I'm not someone that keeps up with the latest new makeup and brands and stuff like that, because honestly I can't really afford every single thing that comes out, so I just take what I have, or I just get whatever I can afford and I make that work for me. Using this blurring primer, it's really mattifying, and it just kind of helps smooth out the appearance of my face. But yeah, so far I like it. I've only used it a few times, but I do like it. So now I'm going to fill in my brows on camera. Can you believe that? I'm actually using this Chella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I was kind of nervous when I got it. Again, this is from my BoxyCharm as well from a couple months ago, because the color is taupe. And I was afraid it was going to be a little too gray or too ashy for my brows, or just too light at all for my brows. But I've been playing around with it and it shows up pretty good on my brows. So you just dip the brush into the bottom like this. It's like two different sides. So this is the brush, and you just dip it into the pomade, and you just take the brush and fill them in. So I always start a little bit far back, and then I lightly fill in the front of my brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up today, and I'm using my good old LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee, and I'm gonna clean this up with an angled brush. I hope this lighting is good for y'all. I'm always playing around with my lighting. I'm never satisfied when it comes to setting up for my videos. I think that's probably another reason why I take a while before I film another one, because I spend so much time trying to get everything set up and look nice and neat. But I think it looks okay. Now we're going to move on to foundation, and I'm using my Fenty Beauty foundation in the color 420. It is my perfect shade now that it is summertime and I've gotten a little bit darker. This blends really well, and I'm actually going to be using a beauty blender. Again, you can use whatever you want, any beauty sponge you want. And I'm just going to take a few pumps and put this onto my beauty blender. I'm actually running out. I'm so sad. Like my favorite foundation ever. So I'm just going to blend this out and layer it on if I have to. I try to start off pretty thin first and not just cake it on. And it's still peeking through, so I am going to go back over it with another pump and really make sure I get my forehead. Y'all, I've been struggling so bad when it comes to like blending out on my forehead. I never put on enough. So my phone actually cut off because my storage was full, so I had to delete a ton of stuff that I didn't need. But I'm going back over those spots again. I'm sure my foundation is good and dry by now. So now the next thing I'm going to do is apply my concealer, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Toffee again to apply under my eyes. And lately I've just been putting it on the back of my hand and dipping my sponge into it, just to give me like more of a kind of a natural look, if you will. I've just really been into kind of a more lightweight look pretty much all together. Like, it's been a lot of days where I haven't worn makeup, which is another reason why I haven't been putting out videos like I should, because I've been barefaced for a long time, and I'm really starting to get to a point where I feel pretty good about my skin without makeup on. But I do want to get back to putting out more videos. So now that my concealer is blended out, this looks really nice on camera, and set my concealer with my trusty Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to take that same sponge and just dip it into the powder, of course. Gives me that nice bright yellow, and sometimes whatever's left I just press it onto my brows to set my brows in place and also go along my eyes. Actually pulling out my Anastasia Prism palette. I haven't gotten my hands on the Norvina palette yet. I think it's really pretty, and I can't wait to try it or get it really soon. But I'm gonna move on with my Prism palette, and I'm actually going to use a base for my lid. I'm going to take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Tan 50. This is the old formula. They actually changed the names of everything. So I'm going to put the current name of this concealer shade in the description box. But I'm going to go back in with that same sponge and blend out my concealer. And this stuff is pretty good when it comes to coverage. You don't really need a whole lot. So what should I do? Should I actually talk about things in this video? Should I talk about life in this video? I really don't know. Well, I am currently enrolled back in school after a million years. Finally decided to go back to school, and I'm going online for the most part. I just have one class that'll be on campus on Saturday mornings, but everything else is going to be online. I decided to go and get my degree in business. It's an associate's degree, because I am so tired of getting like the customer service, like service level jobs. I've been in customer service since I was a teenager, and it is really exhausting dealing with people, and I just want to finally be able to move up. And the way things are changing now, like, you pretty much have to have a degree to do a lot of things. Even certain customer service jobs, you have to have at least an associate's or even a bachelor's degree. So I figured now's the time I need to take advantage and go back to school so I can move my way up. I'm going to take Saturn first and use this as my transition color. And I'm going to put this into my crease here and get that going. But I am really excited about going back to school, because I do like to learn. I like the school atmosphere. But since I am a working adult, it is way more convenient to go online. And my classes actually start in a couple of weeks. So I'm pretty excited about that. I really want to work for myself eventually, but I honestly don't know what path I want to take. Like, I love makeup, but for me it's like a hobby, and I'm afraid that once I make it work, I'm not going to enjoy it anymore, which is why I get so hesitant to actually branch out and do other people's makeup. I like to do it for YouTube. I would love to build off my YouTube. And I also am trying to get back into blogging as well. I would blog a lot. And I have a personal blog, and I'm trying to get back active with that. So I'm at a point in my life where I just really want to work for myself, and I'm tired of working for other people and being overworked and underpaid and stressed out. And I mean, not to say that working for yourself isn't stressful, but at least, you know, I'm doing something that I want to do and something that I want to enjoy. I think I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade here called Parallel, and taking the same fluffy end of the brush, I'm going to use this and put it all over my lid. If you hear any noise, it's my air conditioner cutting off and on. But I'm just going to take this and put it on my lid, and I'm actually blending it up into my crease, kind of making it into a second transition. It's like my little trick to avoid putting on several eyeshadows, because by the time I blend it up into the crease, it's lightened up a bit, so it kind of looks like I used a separate shade, although I really didn't. It's a nice little blending trick, and it takes a lot of practice too. Like, you're not going to get it right out the gate, but just practice. I start at the bottom where the majority of the shadow is, and I work my way up and blend it out. And whatever's left, I just sweep it like along the outer corner of my eye. I don't really do too much to my under eye. I like to leave it bare for the most part, but sometimes I'll sweep whatever's left underneath to kind of round it out. I'm gonna take the shade Dimension, and it's like an icy lavender metallic shade, and I'm gonna just take my finger and put that right in the center of my lid. I'm always sticking to warm colors, but I'm gonna change it up and brighten it a little bit today, do something different. I try to make my eye looks as simple as possible. Even though they look complicated, they're really not that hard. It gives you that nice dimension on the lid. Now I'm gonna move on to lashes, and I'm taking this by Wonder Beauty. This is their Unleashed Volume and Curl Mascara, again from my BoxyCharm. And I'm gonna put a few coats on. A strong part of me wants to not put on false lashes, but the way this eye look is turning out, it's too dramatic to not wear false lashes. I'm gonna take my Kiss Corset lashes. These are my favorite drugstore lashes as of late, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and put these on off camera, and I will be right back. Lashes make a huge difference. So what I'm gonna do now is apply some mascara to my bottom lashes using the same mascara. I poked myself in the eye. I really like this mascara. It just effortlessly brings out my lashes. I think I'm gonna take the shade Lucid, which is this pretty bright color here, and I'm going to dip a pencil brush into that shade and just pop that right into my inner corners here and get that going. So before I get too far, I almost forgot, I'm going to cream contour, and I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in Walnut. Like I said, you can use any product you have, whatever works for you, but I'm just gonna put this right along my cheeks here. Do a little bit on my forehead, because like I'd say, I don't have a big forehead, so I don't really feel the need to contour, but I do contour the heck out of these cheeks. And take it down my nose as well. Got a little chubbiness going on along the nose area. I do little lines on the side of my chin just to give it some definition, you know. So I'm gonna attempt to blend this out. With my Beauty Blender, and I'm gonna use the side of it. So now I'm going to lightly go over all of those areas with my bronzer, if I can find it. It was right in front of me the whole time. Yeah. Stuff is pretty pigmented, especially when it's brand new. It doesn't take much to apply. But now moving on to one of my favorite parts, which is highlighter. I'm taking my Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighter in Crown of my Canopy. This is like one of my favorite drugstore highlighter in, and apply that to the high points of my cheeks here. But yeah, that's pretty much my main focus, is going to school, and of course I'm working and at the same time trying to move on to something else, because lose interest in a job that's like really stressful. All jobs have their stress, but this one I'm just really not feeling it. So the good news is I have a lot of openings kind of lining up, and hopefully something can come available really soon and I can move on to the next job. But that's pretty much what's been going on with me, just work and school and you know, minding my business and such. Onto my lips, and I'm taking my NYX Earth Tone pencil, which is a brown lip pencil, and I'm going to line my lips. Another thing too is I've been really working really hard on my mental health as well as my physical health, and just really taking the time to find ways that can help me, because of course I do have my days where I just feel really down and out. But I write a lot, I listen to music a lot, I read, I try to keep busy, I try not to sulk, if you will, like get all in my feelings, because that really doesn't help. Some days it's hard because you just don't feel like putting up with anything or anybody, and you want to just stay in the house and hide in your room. Like, it's understandable, but I'm learning how to break outside of that and not let my emotions confine me, because nothing's worse than getting stuck in your own head, because you can think like all these negative things that's not really true, and you're worrying about things that's most likely not going to happen, and it can be really frustrating. And it's hard to, at least for me, it's hard to express like how I really feel at times. I just internalize it, and it's hard for me to be around people, because when I'm not in the best mood, it's hard for me to, I can't hide it, and it shows all over my face, it shows through my actions. I get kind of standoffish because it's like I'm feeling a certain way and I don't want to bring that around other people. So I'm working really hard on, you know, managing that a lot better, and remembering that there are family and friends that, you know, really care about me and want me to be happy and want me to succeed and want me to do better and have better for myself. So I feel like I've come a long way. And also trying to get this channel together, because y'all, I've had this channel for like a whole year, like a year and a half close to, and I haven't been posting like I've been wanting to. I haven't been creative like I've been wanting to, but I'm trying to change all that. It's the discipline is where I struggle, like the discipline to stay consistent and to just put the videos out and, you know, just do the looks that I like and enjoy and share them with you guys, and just keep that my main focus. If you're watching this, helps a lot too. So you gonna catch me, if you catch me slipping, like, okay, it's been a couple weeks since you put out a video, what's going on? Like, give me that so I can be like, okay, you know what, I need to go and just work on another video. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. I hope this looks right. I'm using the Tartiest lip paint in Birthday Suit. It's really pink. I'm kind of scared of how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna give it a try. That is pink. I can fix it. My hair has been acting crazy all day. The summer heat just won't let me win with my little peanut head. It turned out prettier than I thought in my head. Okay, not bad. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope what I was saying made sense. Maybe I can edit it to where it makes sense. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I'm gonna go ahead and sound like, you know, every other YouTuber and say, turn on your notifications, because it's really important. Because I mean, if big YouTubers are not getting their notifications out there, then where does that leave me? I have 150 subscribers, so if a multi-million YouTuber is not getting the notifications out, I know nobody's getting mine. Hit that bell, turn it on so you can get every single notification for when I post a video. All the information on this look will be down below, as well as my information. Say hi to me sometimes, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.